This week on Broken News Daily's Week in Weird, you'll meet the human billboard, a man who bought a stolen snake, and an amazing resurrection deer.
A man in Anchorage, Alaska, known as the human billboard, wants the tattoo advertisements removed from his face. And how does he plan on paying for the $4,000 tattoo removal? By selling tattooed advertisements on his body, of course. I mean, duh, it's not like there are other ways to make money. In 2007, Billy Gibby began selling the advertising space on his forehead, cheeks, and chin, gaining lots of publicity and quite a bit of money along the way. Billy became known as the human billboard and sold over 20 tattoos on his face. Some of the companies that paid for this precious face real estate include hiphopbling.com, a name that sounded dated even in 2007, and privatedancer.com, which I'm pretty sure is Tina Turner's website. Wait, my mistake. I'm being told Tina Turner's website is privatedancer.biz. Privatedancer.com is a porn site because most of the sites tattooed on Billy's face are porn sites. Except, of course, for hiphopbling.com, where you could find this lovely custom iced out Ben Franklin pendant. Our founding father would be so proud. Over the years, prices have dropped drastically. Billy started out selling tattoo space for as much as $10,000 and now has sold space for as little as $100. Billy has even went so far as to auction off his name in 2010, legally changing it to HostGator.com. Now, though, Billy wants the face tattoos removed, blaming the rash decision to get them on his bipolar disorder. To raise money for the expensive removal, he's willing to sell space on his hands, arms, chest, and legs. So porn sites, get out your checkbooks. There are a couple of rules though. Billy says, I won't take ads from companies that are racist, and I won't do political ads either. Also, Billy claims he'd need at least $1 million to get tattooed below the belt, which seems like too much, but what do I know about human billboard ad sales? We here at Broken News wonder what the advertising world of the past would have been like if the human billboard existed back then. Check it out.
So I'm really drunk right now, but here's an idea. Let's tattoo your company's name on that man's face. Don Draper does it again. I am so drunk all the time, yeah!
Have you ever gone to a party, bought a stolen snake, woke up the next morning to the snake trying to eat your friend, saved your friend from the snake, tried to sell the stolen snake to a reptile store, and got arrested and convicted in possession for stolen goods? Yeah, me neither. Dwayne Matthews has, though. The 29-year-old from Coventry, England, went to a party with friends and had a few too many beers, and decided it would be a good idea to buy a 10-foot African rock python named Bruce from the back of a van in front of the party. One problem? Bruce, or in snake language, Bruce, had been stolen hours ago, along with 8 other snakes from an outhouse nearby. You see, this is why you never buy speakers from the back of a van in a parking lot. They're stolen, and they come from an outhouse. According to Dwayne's lawyer, Richard Baker, in his wisdom, and no doubt egged on by his inebriated friends, he decided it'd be a good idea to buy it and sell it. The next morning, he realized it hadn't been such a good idea. I'll say it wasn't a good idea. Dwayne woke up to Bruce, coiled like an S with his jaws open near his friend who was sleeping on the couch. And what did Dwayne do? Instead of running away like Indiana Jones, he ran upstairs, grabbed a duvet cover, and threw it over Bruce and put him in a tank. Dwayne's quilt is a real lifesaver. Dwayne, realizing he had to get rid of Bruce before he killed someone, tried to sell him to a local reptile store. Unfortunately for Dwayne, the store was on the lookout for stolen snakes and called the police. Upon his arrest, Dwayne admitted to making a mistake in buying the stolen snake, but said he was trying to do the right thing by not just throwing Bruce away. He said that if the pet store didn't want him, his next step was donating Bruce to the zoo. Dwayne was sentenced to a suspended 8-week jail sentence and an 8-week curfew for receiving stolen goods. Stolen goods? More like stolen bads, am I right? Bruce the Snake now stands on trial for attempted murder. Just kidding. The snake nap Bruce has been returned to his owner David Chance and his cool shorts. All in all, this is a pretty crazy story. I do think we should go easy on Dwayne though. Haven't we all made our fair share of dumb snakes?
2 Kalamazoo police officers were surprised to learn that a deer they thought was dead was very much alive. It's like a backwards version of The Sixth Sense filmed by a dashboard camera. Police observed a man sitting in his car in the parking lot of a Red Roof Inn at 2:20 in the morning, a time and place where nothing good ever happens. So, it's the last place you'd expect to find a miracle resurrection deer. The man said he'd accidentally hit a deer and wondered if, according to Michigan state law, he could take the dead deer home to feed his family. The two officers opened the trunk to see if the deer had been tagged with a permit, and this happened. Are we sure that the man wasn't Johnny Knoxville, and that's actually Chris Pontius in a deer costume?
How do I hit the 5 south?
Hold on.
One of the officers, David Miller, shouted, "Oh, he's still alive!" and said that the unnamed driver of the car was, quote, "lost for words." Which, strangely enough, is also what Peter and John said when resurrected Jesus appeared to them on that mountain in Galilee. We here at Broken News are happy that the deer escaped the trunk and hope it's doing okay, but this incident did give us an idea for a sequel to the new Halle Berry movie The Call, where she saves that girl locked in a trunk.
911, where's your emergency? You've got the best team of people in this whole city.
We are gonna find you, okay, honey?
The Call 2. Oh dear.
That's it for this week. Sorry if we weirded you out.